Hello, people! I am Cory Kerr. This is Talk, 100 Days of Animation, Day 70, where I spend a minimum of 30 minutes every day working on my short film, no matter what is going on. I started out not knowing anything about After Effects at all. I had some pretty decent knowledge of Photoshop and Illustrator, and I'm now 70 days into my journey of learning how to animate in Adobe After Effects. So today, I studied smoke because I need to do some smoke. And so I studied a bunch of different ways of doing smoke. And that's kind of what you can see on the screen right here as I was looking at some different video footage and focusing on the shapes and the shadows. And so that's pretty much it. Tomorrow I'm going to take what I've learned today and bring it into After Effects and see if I can do some shape layer tweens, which is something that I haven't done yet. So far what I've done is I have taken things that I've built in Adobe Illustrator and they haven't tweened. I've just moved them around and kind of given them joints and things like that. But this time what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a shape tween, meaning that I'm going to create shapes inside of Adobe Illustrator, then translate those shapes into shapes in After Effects, and then with those shapes in After Effects, I'm going to change them over time, or tween them over time. So I've played with this a little bit, and I don't know what I'm doing. So yet another learning experience for me. Should be interesting. But my wife and daughter are out of town for the weekend, and so I actually have a significant amount of time to myself. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. And I will hopefully get multiple hours rather than 30 minutes. Sorry, it's super late at night or early in the morning, depending on how you want to look at it. So anyway, yeah, that's that. I watched Mad Max Fury Road while I was sketching in my sketchbook. And you can see, let me turn this on so I can see what's going on. So you can see right here. Can you see right there? See, I've got some deals going on there as far as that goes. And then down at the bottom, trying to work through some of that as well. There's some more of it at the top here. Just some different thoughts. I think this one is probably going to be the one that I really like doing. And what I'm doing here is you'll see that different parts, these are two stages, that bulb continues to just flow towards the back. And it changes shapes and gets bigger. But as I was looking at kind of frame by frame of Fury Road, which I will show you here in a minute. Let's do like this. Okay, so where is that? Yeah, right here. You can see like how things grow. And if you look here, right along this, you can see like the same shape kind of just continue through. So there's like a big ball right here, and you'll see that ball kind of go and it dissipates, but it stays. See, and now it's moved over here. Anyway, it was an interesting study just to see, how things work. But if you look like frame by frame, you can kind of see like each individual shape kind of stays together as it flows backwards or forwards or whatever. And so in this one, like you can watch, like watch this shape here and it just travels back. And it travels back. So it's taking this path and it just goes back. And so I'm going to try to figure out a looping animation that I can go over and over and over again. See, like as this hits, it's going to grow, and these things will become the things that are over there as new things are introduced at the start. So you can kind of see, you know, it kind of grows into kind of this sloping triangle or cone. So anyway, it was an interesting experiment there to see if I could kind of study and break down kind of footage of explosions and smoke and burnout, and then I also studied like people smoking their tires. That was kind of helpful to watch, especially this one here at the end where for some reason the smoke was colored, but you can see very, very defined clumps and shapes with highlights and shadows and large groups of things. And you can see here in the middle there, watch right here, watch how it's just a series of shapes that expands and then blows to the right, continues to blow to the right. And so anyway, that's what I will be doing is doing the smoke tomorrow. So tonight I just came in here and I did some kind of studies in Photoshop and in my sketchbook. So that's basically it. You can catch my stuff at corykerr.com, which is on the screen, and links to my social media stuff is in the description of this video, plus the playlist. I've noticed a couple new people have jumped on and started watching these. If you're jumping into the end of this, there's 70 other videos that are pretty decent, and you should go check those out if you've got the time. Some of them I talk about things like history or things that I've learned about being a professional artist, things like that. So some of those things can be useful, and there's a playlist link there. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, leave a comment. I'd love to know how you guys feel about what's going on, and how is it, if you're doing some animation, how is it that you guys learn how stuff moves? Because for me, the best way that I've found is to watch it in slow motion and sketch as I see things change, and that helps me to get an idea of the movement and the change over time of things. Anyway, before I yawn one more time and make the most boring video known to man, I'm going to go to bed, so I will catch you guys later. Yeah, that's all I've got. We'll see you tomorrow on day 71. This is day 70 of 100. I have 30 more days to go. Good times. I'm out.